Right to die laws are currently being debated throughout many state congresses throughout the country. I went around and I asked students if they were put into a situation where the right to die law would be put into action, what would they do? Let's go take a look to see what they said. You've just found out you've been battling cancer for months, and you just found out that you have 4 months to live. You live in Oregon, and where the right to die law is passed, where you can take a drug that will end your life at that moment, and you won't have to go through the 4 months of pain and suffering of dealing with cancer. What do you do?
I feel as taking my own life in that aspect is a good way to die, but I feel as if it's kind of selfish for my family and my friends and who's around me. I feel like that's kind of unfair to them, that I'm not even giving myself a chance to maybe survive, even though I don't know if it's terminal or not, but yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of selfish, but if that's what you want, then I think you should have the right to do it.
You've just been informed that your dad has had a heart attack, and he is now in a vegetative state and has no signs of improving. And he's living off of life support. What do you do?
Probably cry a little bit, and then I'd probably talk with my family to see what their opinion was before I made my own decision, because I have sisters and stuff. And then we'd probably try to think of what he would want us to do, especially since life support is like really expensive and stuff. And then we'd take it from there.
You've just been informed that your dad has prostate cancer and is given 4 to 6 months to live. He lives in Oregon, so he's given where the right to die law exists, where he can take a drug that will kill him, and you won't have to go through any of the suffering that is involved with cancer, including chemo and everything else that includes the pain. What do you say to your dad?
What do I say to my dad?
Yeah.
My dad wants to take this thing?
Yeah. Prostate cancer has no cure and is almost considered a death sentence.
Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine my dad doing having that. I guess I'll tell him. Oh my god. Well.
Would you let him go through with it? Or do you say it's his decision?
Because that thing makes you die right away, right?
Yes.
I wouldn't want my dad to die right away. I would want to spend as much time with him as I can, even if it has to deal with him going through chemo and all those other treatments. Because losing my dad is just I can't even imagine. I'm about to cry now just thinking about that.
Okay. You're 7 months pregnant when you go into labor. Your baby is born and is a premature baby. Its lungs may or may not have been completely formed. Your choice is either to let it live in an incubator where it could live out its life and possibly, if a miracle happens, its lungs develop, or you can see if its lungs are strong enough by letting it live outside the incubator and seeing if it is strong enough on its own. What do you do?
I guess it would depend on how advanced or not advanced the development of the lungs would be. If there was if it had the possibility of definitely being able to fully form, I would let it be in an incubator, because that would I've seen premature babies and I've seen how the incubator does help them. She was premature. I love it.
So, the thing is that you don't know.
You don't know.
You
I don't know. I wouldn't want the baby to suffer in any way. That's a good question. It's tough to answer. I guess I'd choose the incubator, because I'm a nursing student. I've sseen the marvels of modern medicine.
Yeah.
And I've seen so many premature babies.
And miracles occur.
Yeah, I've seen miracles occur. Absolutely. But if the baby's lungs were not strong enough, I don't know if I'd have the ability to try to keep pushing through and see what would happen.
Okay. You've just found out that your sister is terminally with cancer and has 4 months to live. She lives in Oregon, where the right to die law is passed, where she can take a chemical drug where she'll be killed on the spot. What do you tell your sister?
So she has to take the drug?
No, it's her choice.
Her choice? I mean,
guess I'd tell her that, but that's kind of scary. I feel like it'd be better to just like let her live for the 4 months.
For the 4 months.
Yeah.
With cancer, there's also the suffering consequences of the pain and the things that go with cancer.
So then it'd be her choice, so I'd have to tell her.
Your mother just had a heart attack, and she's in a vegetative state. She's living off life support, and there's no signs of her improving her life. What do you do?
I asked her what she would want.
She's in a vegetative state. She can't talk.
She's not gonna get out.
She won't get any better.
I'll probably put her out of her misery.
And take her off life support. We've just found out that after months, your brother is terminally ill with cancer and has 4 months to live. He lives in Oregon, where the right to die law is passed, where he can take a chemical drug that will end his life then, instead of going through the 4 months of pain and suffering of dealing with cancer. What do you tell your brother?
Is he able to like get off all that stuff and just go like live for those 4 months, or he has to stay on?
He'll still have the pains of
He'll
going
still have all the things.
of cancer.
Honestly, I say like put him out of his misery. Like it's better to like go peacefully than have to suffer through the end.
Your first daughter was in a car accident. She's in a vegetative state and will never recover. She's living off life support. What do you do?
She's never going to recover?
She's never going to recover. Some miracles, people do recover from vegetative states, but they're never the same.
So I either have the choice to like let her stay on life support or hold on.
Exactly. Your daughter is 18 years old.
I guess it'd be like how long she's been on life support. Like if it's been like a year and there's no difference, there's no brain activity, I say I would pull it.
Okay, so you let for a year, and then that's gonna make your decision. As you can see, many of the answers were very different, and that's what makes this such a controversial topic, because there's no right or wrong answer, and everyone handles the situation differently. And thank you for watching.